What's going on? Today I will be talking about my 90th 7th day of sobriety. Man, this quality camera looks good. I'm not trying to hook you guys into this video. If you're gonna watch it, you're gonna stay until the end, because I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on how to stay sober, how to get rid of that craving you have for alcohol, and I mean it. Now, you guys, before I tell you this, before I go into my rant, just chatting, I'm gonna tell you how it all started. So, I'll just start when I was 15, okay? I remember, for a fact, when I was 15, we would always, so back then we would always go to family parties, gatherings, quinceañeras, and I would always get excited to go. Why? Because I can sneak my drink in. I can meet some girls and talk to them and possibly even hook up with them. Yes, I was that guy. Anyways, what I would do in a quinceañera before people would start to dance, I would, get in the mood, start to vibe a little bit, then go inside and take a drink or two, okay? Whether I sneak it in and put it in a water bottle, whether I have a couple of drinks that are already there, I would do it, okay? Am I still alive? Yes. And I would get to the point of buzzing. So what is buzzing? Buzzing is when you have maybe 3 to 4 shots plus another mixed drink, and then you start to feel good. Then you start to feel confidence. I would do that. I would go for that point until the music starts playing louder and the vibe starts getting harder, and I would go back inside or wherever I hid the drink, and I would take another shot, maybe 2 or 3 more, and that's when it all started spiraling down. And not blackout spiraling down, but I would get pretty buzzed to the point where they won't notice me, but man, I can feel it. I can feel the air hitting me. Every single thing around me feels more, how do I say it, like slow. I'm walking in such a way that makes it seem like I'm trying too hard, that one feeling where you feel like you're walking and you're just, every single step is so, how do I say, your hands awareness is there, especially the first time, like you're young, you're vibing and you're drinking and you just have a couple of drinks and you just feel that energy, okay? Because you're like, oh man, I feel so confident. For some reason I felt energetic when I drank. Why? Maybe because I was young, I don't know. Maybe because it was liquor, I don't know, but I felt more energetic. And so every step I took, it was almost as if I was walking to a portal of becoming someone else, and that someone else was way more confident. And I was addicted to that feeling of comfort, of feeling better than I actually was at the time, okay? And that's what got me to dance in the parties, in the quinceañeras. That's what got me to talk to girls. That's what got me to freaking talk to random strangers and just trying to vibe and trying to be the life of the party. Okay, I was always trying to get attention. I was always trying to get a laugh out of someone, and just being that person who acts like someone else or not, just for the energy exchange and the attention. And that's when I started to dance. I started to vibe. I started to take girls up and ask them if they want to dance with me, because I was confident when I was drinking. And I just didn't realize it because I already had one too many. And when you have one too many, you almost stop recording the things happening around you. You almost stop seeing what's going on. For example, this one quinceañera when I was 15, I know I had a bunch of mixed drinks, and it was I had a bunch of tequila, and I have all this fucking bullshit and a bunch of mixed drinks. And you know what? You know what I realized? The next day, I would always forget. And so now I'm thinking back to that, and I'm like, oh, well, that's what you don't realize what you're doing. You're so confident because your brain stops recording at a certain point of alcohol in your system. And once that certain point gets too high, you're just doing whatever. You're just walking how you want to walk. You're talking to who you want to talk to, and like there's no business that you're minding, if that even makes sense. Because my biggest fear was talking to girls back then. And so the way to get around it for me back then was to have a couple too many drinks. But I didn't even know what too many were. I didn't even know how many drinks I was having that was enough for me, you know? So I just kept having more and more until it just felt right. I felt that feeling of being pretty buzzed, but not too buzzed where I'm gonna sound stupid. But you know how the alcohol goes. That shit hits you like a brick wall out of nowhere. You start feeling harder. You start getting a little more dizzy. Okay? And when you start getting a little more dizzy, it just hits you out of nowhere. And I would not eat, guys. I would not eat when I drank because I would get the buzz away. And because of that, I would always drink too much without eating. And that's my fault. A lot of the times where I would black out, you know, it's because of that. It's because of the time that I didn't eat. I was so selfish with my health, with my body. It was crazy, guys. It was so crazy. And thinking back to that now, I'm just like, God damn, I was so fucking addicted to that bullshit. Knowing that it's alcohol that I'm putting in my system, like if it was water. Like I'm thinking about it right now. Alcohol pouring into your organs, into your heart. Like imagine how much your body's screaming at you, stop drinking, stop drinking. What are you doing? You're not even eating. What's going on? What the fuck am I feeling? Like that causes damage, guys. Maybe irreversible damage. Maybe, I mean, I was young, so I think, hope to God, everything's gonna be okay in the long run. But you guys gotta think about it. Think about it in the long run. Think about what could happen to you in the long run, and you won't even realize until it's too late. Okay? That's why I'm pushing this message of trying to help at least right now, at least 100 people quit their drink simply because they're watching me do it too. Applying it, not just talking about it and still drinking behind your backs. No, actually being sober, actually struggling with it too, and documenting every single part of my journey. And not just about being sober, about looking better, feeling better, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. I'm documenting it all for you guys to have hope.